gotta fight through the pain to get to the top. You gotta push through it all. If it's what you want, screaming, this is a call of the dreamer. Dig a little deeper, make a believer. Let's light 'em up, light 'em up. You gotta fight through the pain to get to the top. You gotta push through it all. If it's what you want, screaming, this is a call of the dreamer. Dig a little deeper, make a believe. You gotta fight through the pain to get to the top. You gotta push through it all. If it's what you want, screaming, this is a call of the dreamer. Dig a little deeper, make a believers. Dig a little deeper.
And welcome to Future. We are live in Stage AE in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Steel City. Making a lot of noise for tonight's episode of Future. Of course, I'm all by myself. The only voice that this show needs, Burt Baxter. And we've got a stacked, and I mean stacked, card tonight. We're going to see who moves on in the Tag Team Championship Tournament to meet Baldy and Ass and Team Ion in the semifinals. Tonight we got the Indigo Children taking on Beyond. And then we got Christopher Scarlett taking on the Ryan James in the Junior Heavyweight Championship. In our main event, Harriet Gase versus Barry Stevens. If you guys remember, Harriet Gase showing up during the last episode of Future and interrupting that championship ceremony. And here we have Sin Marco. He's very eccentric. I think that's the best word I can say about him. But he's got a tall order in tonight's contest. He's taking on a man that has been a fixture of Lucha Libre and recently of Future. And that man is Diamante Negro. Who has been proving his worth here in Future, as well as around the way, Lion's Den, of course. Here he comes. From what I've gathered doing this line of duty with watching Negro, is that he wants to prove points and prove why he's the best. And I feel like the best around wrestling is a short list, and Negro is definitely on that short list. But even the best are going to have a little bit of, I'd say, trouble. Definitely considering I have absolutely nothing here on Sin Marco. It's kind of an open basket. You don't know what you're going to get. But if I have to put my money on it, I'll put it on Negro, but I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, so kind of a pendulum, not pendulum, a scale, if you will. I want to say Negro's got the advantage, but we don't know anything about Sin Marco, so who knows? And here we go. Referee has called the bell, and Marco already kind of saying, I got this. And we got a collar and elbow tie up here. Marco pushing Negro into the corner here. Referee going to ask for the clean break. And he's going to get it. Bragging about how strong he is there by pushing him in the corner. And Negro just responding right back. I mean, he showed off one thing during the course of this contest. Can he show something else? Into the Irish whip now. Marco. Wait a second. What is this? Oh! An arm drag there by Diamante Negro and a clothesline over the top. Negro definitely getting these fans involved. Here he goes. Tope con hilo. And already the momentum swinging in his direction. Touch count is at 3 now. Going up the springboard into a forearm, but Marco moving out of harm's way. Drop kick to the knee. And a kick right into the ribs. And now going for the pin here. 1, 2. Oh, only a count of 1 actually. Could take a lot more than that to keep Diamante Negro down. And Negro, what's he got? Oh, coming to him, and it was a drop kick. If I'm Marco, I mean, I got to keep my eye on the ball here. I got to keep my mind straight here. If Negro gets one, like, so much as an opening, he'll take it. Throws him face first onto the mat. Going for the pin here. 1. Again, only a count of 1. It's interesting to me to see Marco here getting the advantage. But wait a second, going for a roundhouse and into a spinning forearm. And this is 1, 2, 3. Oh. I gotta say, Marco has impressed me thus far. I mean, he hasn't been able to keep Negro down for a count of 2, but he has impressed me. And now against the ropes. Oh wait, Marco with the reversal here, but Negro using his lucha libre with the head scissors in the kip up. Negro is one of the best in the world at lucha libre style wrestling, and by proxy that makes him one of the best in the world. But now Marco here. Oh, the shin into the face, and this could be it. 2, we could have seen an upset. Oh, only a 2 count there. And now, what is this? Now he's choking Negro with the boot. Technically illegal, but the referee just going to let him fight here. And look, he needs to remain focused. Because if he doesn't remain focused, what a forearm! And another forearm! Marco really showing what he knows, and he knows a good amount. Another forearm, but Negro right back up. Couple of clotheslines, short arm clotheslines. 3 to be exact. And Marco's in danger zone here. Oh, big boot to the side of the head. And what is Negro thinking here? Oh, a half and half suplex. And now Negro. It might be all but academic at this point as he's going up to the top. Here he goes. Oh, the Swanton. Here we go. 1, 2. Thanks for coming. I gotta say, although Negro comes out with the win, Sin Marco proved himself pretty impressively here. He definitely can't be too mad about the result. And Negro, once again victorious, adding onto the win streak. And what a fantastic opening contest. These fans are going nuts. Sin Marco, and what's going on here? Is it the greatest star of the generation? And here he comes, Yukita. He's had a lot of words to say about Chris Franchise. He wants that title, the title that he was screwed out of. And he looks like he's here to talk once again. No doubt his line of fire aimed at Chris Franchise and the Indigo Children. But he's definitely one of the more focused competitors here in future. I'm going to let him speak.
Man, the whole world seems to be against me right now. I mean, if I can be honest with you all, you know the year's going to be over, right? And this year haven't been too great for me. I mean, I lost big matches, which is no surprise. I have bad luck when it comes to championship opportunities. And more importantly in this scenario, many people are currently coming at my neck. By many people, I mean the Indigo Children. And by the Indigo Children, I mean the Indigo Wolf, Chris Franchise. Chris, last time I've been in this ring, I called you out. I wanted you to come out here, face to face, man to man, so we can settle all of this once and for all. But instead of meeting me face to face, you decided to meet me on the big screen. You gave me a reason. You gave me a big reason why you screwed me out of my championship opportunity against one of your boys in Christopher Scarlett. Your reasoning is because you never won a championship opportunity in years. So you came here in Future Wrestling, right? You came all this way until you met me. We were scheduled to compete. Me and you had a great match. You make one little mistake. I took the opportunity that was given to me, and I won. Fair and square. No flukes, no shenanigans, no nothing. As a man that I always am, I extended my hand, you shaked on it, we were friends, everything was fine, and everything was cool. Everything was okay, everything was A1 steak sauce, but Franchise, there's a part that I don't understand. There's a part that confuses me as confusing as my position here in professional wrestling. So let me try to get a clear understanding of all this. So way before Matter of Fate was near, you made one mistake. I rode you up for the victory. And to be honest, y'all, I really was such a fool to think that he actually accepted that loss like the man that he claims he is. But back in Matter of Fate, what he really told me is that I'm Chris Franchise, and I'm a coward who don't know how to accept losses against people like Yuki and Naughty. So later on, I'm going to go ahead and suck off Christopher Scarlett's nuts just so I can join the Indigo Children and screw Yuki and Naughty out of the championship opportunity and walk out of Seattle with the Junior Wave Champion, which is also my dad. Which, and for those who don't know, Christopher Scarlett is the so-called Prince of the Indigo Children, which makes him the leader of the Indigo Children. And which also technically makes Christopher Scarlett the father of the Indigo Knight, the Indigo Wolf, and whatever Indigo 7 is, Then they decided to walk to the nearest McDonald's as Scarlett picked out her franchise, the Happy Kids meal. Then they decided to walk home as Scarlett looked up to his son and said, "You know what, franchise? I'm proud that you made such a great decision. I'm pretty sure that you could have naughty that big, bad, and scary Japanese Canadian of a man won't come after you, right?" But what Scarlett forgot to tell franchise is that when you shoot at Yuki Naughty, you better hope you shot him in the heart. And I'm here to tell you that franchise, you just made your biggest mistake, and that is to miss your shots. You see, what you're failing to realize is that you think you shot me down, you think that's gonna bring me down, when really that was just a wake-up call. So I thank you, franchise. I thank you for giving me that, because now that gives me a reason to kick you back into reality. And that is why I want you out here, right now, tonight. I don't want any excuse. I don't want any video footage to be playing right now. I want the real Indigo Wolf Chris franchise to come out here face to face, man to man. That is, if your father can let you.
Wow, that's strong words from Yukita there, and no doubt franchise having to come out here. Yukita straight up just going straight to the heart with these shots. And here comes franchise. He just said it best. I mean, he beat Chris franchise fair and square. There was sportsmanship when it was all said and done, and franchise turning his back on that, helping Christopher Scarlett win the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Indigo Children have a match later on tonight. See who moves on to the semifinals. I'm sure they're not going to get in for a reason.
Live and in stereo, just as you wanted. I was even polite enough to let you finish your little tirade. Now let's go ahead and address this situation at hand. Let's get one thing straight. My actions at Matter of Fate were not one of a coward, but they were one of a man who has been ridiculed and laughed at all throughout his career. Because all everyone thinks he's good at is losing. That's why I came to Future to silence those who had laughed at me. So when you got the upper hand on me, I couldn't just sit back and let you get away with it. And you see, I had to make an example out of you. So that's what I did. I had to prove to you and everyone else that Chris franchise is not a joke. I had to prove that I can still do this, that I can still be a top tier competitor. And to do that, I need to face top tier competitors. And Yukita, that is not you. So my answer to your challenge is no.
Wow, he's straight up telling me he ain't gonna do it. I don't know why he wouldn't. I mean, if you'd want redemption, you totally. If I wanted redemption, if I wanted to prove myself to Yukita, I would take it. But nonetheless, tag team tournament on the way. Indigo Children beyond Chris Stars and Jordan Conway. Here comes Beyond. These two have been all over the wrestling scene. Wait, no! Here comes the Indigo Children, making things easier by attacking him before the match. And here we go. Oh, the slam on the concrete, and now what are they going to do here? They've isolated one. Has him in it. Oh my God! A flipping two. Oh my goodness. A flipping spike. Cradle pile driver. Oh. And the referee just having no choice to, yeah. And of course, the Indigo Children will go on to take on Team Ion in the semifinals. And look at them, they're so thrilled with themselves. We'll be right back. We gotta take a commercial break. We'll be right back. But winners win, winners move on. And welcome back to Future. We've got more of a great show ahead of us, but we've got an interview lined up with Orion James, and we're going to cut to the back now with Cam Schooley, our resident interviewer, who is right now with Orion James. Take it away, Cam.
And I'm with my guest, Orion James. Now, Orion, tonight you take on your biggest task, as you will face the junior heavyweight champion, Christopher Scarlett. How are you feeling going up against the odds, knowing that Scarlett could have some tricks up his sleeve?
That's a very interesting question that you asked. The truth is tonight that I shouldn't be facing Christopher Scarlett. I should be out there, main eventing Future, tearing down the house with Nikita, because that's who should have won the Junior Heavyweight Championship at Matter of Fate. But moving besides that, I'm not worried about the Indigo Children. I'm not worried about Scarlett. Tonight I am 100% on my game, ready to go, ready to fight. And last but not least, I am ready to become your new future Junior Heavyweight Champion, because honestly, it deserves to be around the waist of a true champion.
And that's a lot of strong words there from Orion James, but he's definitely got his plate full. What with the Indigo Children, what with Scarlett. Here comes Ryan Richie. He's made a lot of noise since he's made his debut about 6 months ago. Beat El Miedo on the first night of the WTW Cross Future Tournament event, and he's hoping to build onto that. But he's got a tough task in Kashima tonight, and no doubt he would love to add on to that win, but he's definitely made a name of himself so far. Here comes Kashima. Kashima, a former South Korean soccer player. He has not let his roots go too far behind. He's very proficient in foot fighting. Takion definitely using his soccer background to his advantage. He's also quite proficient in Korean wrestling. The style over there is so much different than the style that you would see in a little big town like Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Here we go. Richie versus Kashima. Both these guys have been proving themselves around the wrestling circles. Kiyoshima's been in quite a few places. Honor, cherished the opportunity. Definitely wants to pick up a big win here. And like I mentioned, Richie, 6 months so far in the future and hasn't looked back. Here we go, a takedown here into a bridge of sorts, into the pin, only a count of one. See, that's that unique style that Korean wrestling won, and one might argue the idea of going for one early pinfalls, but you have to understand, getting early pinfalls help wind your opponent's sails. It's going for another leapfrog, but Richie just one step ahead. Oh, another clothesline there, and Richie definitely now feeling it. Like I've said before, you definitely want to keep your eyes on the ball when it comes to a wrestling match. Now Kiyashima leaned up against the top rope, and now a couple of body shots. Richie with a strong right arm clothesline, which sends Kiyashima down, and a knee right to the bridge of the nose. Now, what is this? Oh, raking the eyes or scratching the face there. And Kiyashima now going into the buckle chest first. Kicks right into the knees, and see, that's where the soccer background really comes into hand, and now he's just isolating the legs. Like I said, I mean, he's definitely a soccer player at heart still, long after his retirement. I was never good at soccer. That was kind of a boring sport, but oh, Kiyoshima's made it interesting. And now Richie now going for a pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh! I can never throw those kicks, and now a spinning breaker there by Ryan Richie. This ain't going to look good here for Kiyashima as he's now getting up into a back suplex. Oh! You got to watch out with those back suplexes when you're on defense. Those work the upper neck, the upper body. Irish whip into the corner, into a back elbow, into an enziguri. And that's why Richie is one of Future's homegrown talent here. Oh. He's proven himself quite convincingly over a guy like Kiyashima who's seen the world. And now Richie up top. Kiyashima looking into a... Oh! Looked like he was going to go for a top rope neck breaker there, but Kashima moving out of harm's way. And, oh, a forearm. Wait a second. Off the rebound into a clothesline. And Kashima now definitely with the advantage. Has him in a headlock. Now moving towards the... Oh, throws him over the top rope, but Richie hanging on. And Kashima climbing the top rope into a clothesline. Sending Richie to the floor. And Kashima now measuring. And oh! From the turnbuckle, a Hurricane Rana. And Kashima definitely with the advantage. And it looks like he's going to go for the pin here. This could be it. 2, 3, no. If you're just joining us, you missed a fantastic night of wrestling so far. And we've got more to come here. Wait a second, a cross arm breaker there by Kashima. Using his Korean wrestling background to his advantage here. And Richie needs to break out. Wait, he's moving out, punching him right in the face. We've got a few things on tap here tonight. Wait a second, a short DDT there by Richie, but the fall just as painful. We're getting hear some words from Megan Starr, of course, the Junior Heavyweight Championship on the line, and a ripcord clothesline. We're also going to hear some more from, wait a second, going for the pin here. We're going to hear some more from we're going to have the tag team tournament continuing onward. Wait a second. DDT there by Kashima. You got the tag team tournament. Whoever gets to face up against Baldy and Ass. Oh, a drop kick. Still need to find out who Rick and Eli's opponents are going to be. And of course our main event. The Heavyweight Championship on the line. Harriet Gase taking on Barry Stevens. As Kashima now, once again, working on the legs here of Ryan Richie. And now look, again, now working this single leg lock here. Oh, and using the free leg to boot it out of it, but Kashima's the only one up to his feet. Now Kashima grabbing the foot here, and again, what is he doing here? He's wrapping the legs, and oh, I've seen this, a figure 4 leg lock on the turnbuckle. Devastating, bone-chilling pain there, instigated by Kashima. Referee's count is at 3. The rules are if you don't break the 10 count, whoever's on the outside will lose. Oh, a super kick! Referee pleading with them to get back in the ring. And they do. Kashima now measuring. Stalking Richie here. Getting in close. This could be it. Oh! Going for the roundhouse kick. Nope. Moves out of harm's way. And now Richie. Suplex DDT. This could be it. 2, 3. And Richie getting the W. After a hard-fought victory, Kashima had plenty of times here where it looked like he was going to get the W, but Richie getting the impressive win over Kashima. And as I said earlier during the contest, Megan Starr having a huge announcement regarding her appearances at Retribution. Yep, here she comes now. And there's something on her leg. No, you can't tell me that she's hurt. She can't be hurt. She's the champ, and you can tell that she's got a bad brace on her knee. And she's the leader of the women's division. She can't be hurt. No. Oh, this is a disaster. Hopefully it has nothing to do with her announcement regarding Retribution. I mean, her face is on the cover, and what a travesty. What a tragedy. If that has something to do with her announcement. I'm going to let the Queen speak.
Hi everyone, I know you're probably looking at my knee and wondering what's going on. I am here to explain why I have a knee brace on and why I'm not out here in ring gear, for starters. It seems that during the match with Skullomania, I injured myself. I knew I had injured myself, something didn't feel right. But I wanted to be a fighting champion for you guys, and I wanted to prove that I could be out there and defend the title whenever I needed to show you guys that I am deserving of it. So I went to Jeff, and Jeff gave me a mystery opponent that I had no time to prepare for, and that mystery opponent took advantage of my situation and injured me even further. So my lawyers have spoken to Jeff and to the other management, and they have come to an agreement to remove Charlotte from Future Wrestling. And basically, I will not be in action at Retribution. I have a strained ACL, and the doctors are saying that it's just best for me to rest right now. And I know it sucks, and I wanted to be out there and prove to you guys that I deserve this title, but I just have to listen to the doctors and do what they say is in my best interest. I hope you guys understand. I could be out for a few weeks. I think that's how long they said, just to give my knee time to heal itself. So thank you guys for understanding, and I will come back and be the fighting champion you all deserve.
What a shame. Megan Starr, a fighting champion, out with a strained ACL, as you just heard. And it was Ray Rosa in the ring waiting on Chris Franchise. We're just getting word about that. It's tough being in the wrestling industry, I know. You really can't prepare for injuries, and I'm glad that they got rid of the assailant, Charlotte Melrose, for what she did to that knee. A real shame that she will not be at Retribution defending her title. But show must go on. We saw this man earlier in the program. as he denied Yukita the opportunity to get retribution for that loss to push him out of the Junior Heavyweight Championship scene. Which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I mean, I'll take it. I mean, he has to have his reasons. I don't necessarily all believe his reasons, but if you want to take on top competition, I mean, you gotta look no further than the guy that beat you. Here he is taking on some top competition in Ray Rosas. And you have to think that Yukita's watching this, think to himself, how in the world does this match happen, yet his match against Chris Franchise doesn't happen? Now wait a second. Rose is trying to appeal to the crowd here and now just getting a beatdown because of it. And this is what the Indigo Children are known for, and I've said in the past, and I'll agree with it. I mean, I feel like the Indigo Children do what they got to do to get the W, and I can't complain. I really cannot complain. But I feel like there's a time in wrestling to put up or shut up. And I feel like Yukita would be the perfect opportunity to put up or shut up. Oh, a drop kick there to Rosas. Very confident, very arrogant is Chris Franchise. As Christopher Scarlett, as you saw earlier, preparing for his title shot, for his title match, defending the belt against Ryan James. It's been a hellacious episode of Future so far, and we've still got a lot of show to go left. And now Rosas getting the pendulum swinging in his direction now. Only getting a count of one now. Kicked right in the chin, and now Franchise with a clothesline taking down Ray. And now Ray now just getting shot after shot, shot after shot. Left hands all over. Franchise is focused on proving why he should be in the conversation for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Even though the title is being held by his Indigo Children compatriot. 1, 2, and 3. No. And if you're Rosas, I was just thinking, you know, I mean, what can I do to beat Franchise? And pride and cojones get you a long way, but when you're in the ring with a guy like Chris Franchise, all you got to do is hope to contain him here. It's like a cat playing with a chew toy out there. Franchise throwing him. Nope, bringing him back into a knee to the face. And that's got to be it. Come on now. 2, 3. Thank you. And Franchise getting the W over Ray Rosas.
Congratulations, Chris. After
that's
all the
Yukita.
shenanigans that I tried to put you through, in which, yes, I failed, you actually managed to have a victory in Future Wrestling. I'm very proud of you. What, did your father teach you those skills alongside with whining, bitching, and moaning too? Man, the more we see Chris franchise, the more new things we see from this guy. I mean, after all, you are part of the Indigo Children, in which they are known for two things. One of them is being cowards and not fighting for their own battles when the times are getting tough. And the second is learning how to suck each other off.
Oh!
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm going to need you to slow your rolls there, franchise, because I didn't come out here to talk about the Indigo Children. I'll deal with the rest of them later. Right now, I want to focus on the Indigo Wolf. Earlier tonight, you said you want to face the top tier competitors in Future Wrestling. That's why you came here, right? You wanted to face people like El Miato, Enrique Rios, Harry Agace, Orion James, Norman Rhodes, and yet you exclude me from that list. You told the whole world that I'm not top tier of an opponent? Oh, I'm sorry, but Watasha got translation, do you know who I am? I am Yuki Nannati. I am the Purple Star. I am the Global Star. I traveled throughout the whole world to perfect my craft. As cliche as this sounds, you can ask anyone here and they would tell you the exact same thing. Yuki Nannati is a top tier competitor. Yuki Nannati is one of the most interesting people to come out from the overseas into the United States. That's probably one of the hottest things going today. You know how many times people have told me that I would never be good enough here in the United States? You know how many times people have told me I would have been better off back in Japan or Canada or even better off dead? You want to know how many times people have told me that I would not be able to hang with the big dog and survive in the jungle? You want to know what I did to all those people who doubted me, all those people who tested me, all those people who judged me? I took all that negativity. I made it to motivation. I looked them dead in the eyes, just like I'm looking you dead in the eyes, and I'm telling them that we will see. And instead of taking shortcuts, franchise, I started from scratch. I made my way up to the bottom, and look at me now. I went up against the toughest, the baddest, and the hard hitters in wrestling today. I went up against people like Trey Jordans, Norman Rhodes, Devontae Blake Ryan, Darren Dapsley, Brian Wilson, Brian Amir, Nacho Main, all of those people that I fought. And whether I won and lost, at the end of the day, instead of whining and complaining, I became a man. I manned up. I took those wins and I took those losses and I continued on with my career. And no matter how many enemies, how many allies that I make inside and outside this wrestling business, that doesn't stop me from doing what I love. And that's entertaining each and every one of these people inside and outside of Project Wrestling. Giving them the reason why I'm known as the Global Star, the Colorful Star, and more importantly, franchise, the Indigo Children's biggest threat of yet. Now, I know you're probably wondering what point am I trying to make, so I'll just cut to the chase. You want to make yourself known here in Future Wrestling? You want to tell all those people that you're Chris franchise and you're no joke here in this business? You want to use me as an example and as a stepping stone? You can try, but understand it's going to be a long way before you're even successful to do that. So what I'm proposing is Yuki Nannati versus Chris franchise at Retribution. And before you say anything, I want to spice some things up here because I know you're going to be very, very well interested into what I'm going to say. Many people who dislike me in this ring have always dreamt of breaking my arm like a twig, taking out a leg in the ring, breaking my neck. Always had the thought of what would have happened if Yukita was gone. What would have happened if Yukita was really better off dead? Franchise, I'm allowing you to make this dream a reality. So, at Retribution, if I win, you better start running to your boys, and more importantly Scarlett, and tell him that I'm coming back for that Junior Heavyweight Championship, and I'm coming back more harder and stronger than I was back at Matter of Fate. That is, if I do win. If I happen to lose at Retribution, I won't cry, I won't complain. I won't burst out in anger. I'll just take my shit and just head right on out the door. You get to be a well-known name in future. And you get to have the accolade of ending Yukita's career here in Future Wrestling. Not many people have the heart to say this, but if I lose at Retribution, then Yukita Nutty is gone from Future Wrestling. Look me in the eyes! I'm not playing with you, Chris Franchise. I am dead serious. If I lose at Retribution, if I'm not able to defeat the Indigo Prince, the Indigo Wolf, then what's the point on trying to go after the rest of the Indigo Children at all? So I'm gonna say this one last time. If I'm not able to have your shoulders on the mat, the referee along with the fans counting 1, 2, 3, if my hand is not being raised, if my theme music not being played, then I shall take my leave. Never to return, never to come back, never to be seen again. No revivals, no secret messages, no mass personas, no nothing. No more Yukita Nori, no more Kung Fu Star, no more Global Star. Goodbye, adios, sayonara. The end.
Listen here, you little shit. You will learn to respect the greatest goddamn faction this business has ever seen. Oh, Yukita. You have no idea what you just signed up for. You see, you just fell right into my trap. I've had this plan ever since your theme song hit after you pinned me. I knew that after I cost you your title shot, and I knew after I declined your challenge the first time that you would respond like this. I knew that after a little aggravation, after a little bit of frustration of mind games, that you would come out here with your puffed out chest and demand a match of Retribution. But I knew this time you would propose a stipulation that would seem too irresistible to pass up. And Yukita, that stipulation is too irresistible to pass up. So my answer to your challenge, to your stipulation, is yes. But since you get to add a stipulation, I get to do the same. So at Retribution, not only is your career and future on the line, but the match will be a no disqualification match. And in this match, I promise you, there will be no Indigo Children. It will be just you and me. Because I don't want to hear any excuses when I beat you. Be prepared for what you're going to face at Retribution. Because I promise you, it will be nothing you've ever faced before.
And you heard it here first, folks. Yukita and Chris Franchise at Retribution. But first things first, Christopher Scarlett versus Orion James for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. But I just can't get over that announcement. If Yukita loses, the greatest star of this generation will leave Future Wrestling. Orion James now in one of the biggest opportunities of his life, taking on Christopher Scarlett. I cannot believe the stakes that Yukita would go to get his retribution, no pun intended, well maybe, on Chris franchise. And now we await the champion, Christopher Scarlett, the current future junior heavyweight champion. We're waiting on him. He's not coming out yet. Hey, wait. Hey, wait a second. Here he comes. Oh, my God. He decks. The referee's called for the bell. I guess this is a... How is this a match? The referee's called for the bell. He jumps the barricade, and now he's pretty much ruined Orion James's best opportunity at the Junior Heavyweight Championship. And wait a second, here comes Calvin Carter. Calvin Carter here to help out. No. Calvin Carter and Christopher Scarlett, the Indigo Children, now just taking care of business. And it looks like Scarlett's thinking God's whisper. Yep. Back of his... Hits him right in the back, and now throwing him out like he meant nothing. What the... I can't see. The lights are gone. What is happening? Wait. Is that JC Pullins? Yeah, it's JC Pullins! JC Pullins is back! If you remember episode 6, JC Pullins on a suplex on the title! The Brain Buster! Right on the belt! And that could be the future for Christopher Scarlett. We didn't even get to see that title match, of course. Christopher Scarlett and Calvin Carter. And here we go, Rick and Eli already in the ring.
And if you're down with us, you are hero.
The king of the flippy stuff, Connor Sabin, has been looking for a partner. He said he has a partner. There have been many questions on who Connor Sabin has brought to the dance here. The winner of this match, as I have said, takes on the team of Baldy and Ass in the semifinals. I'm saving. I'm hoping that my pick is the perfect pick. Because if you're in a title match, like a big title championship opportunity, chemistry, especially in tag team wrestling, I've said this before, chemistry in tag team wrestling is so important. Even a team like Rick and Eli already has an advantage over Connor Sabin and whoever he's picked, because they know each other. Other teams so far, Baldy and Ass, as mentioned, the Indigo Children, Team Ion, all of them are waiting to see who's going to be Connor Sabin's tag team partner. Who's it going to be? Oh, come on. The lights keep turning out tonight. Come on. Turn the lights back on. I already had that with the last match. Oh, my God. It can't be. No way. No way. That theme can only mean one person. And that person... No. There's no way. That person is Connor Saban's partner, and that person is Sean Nova in the flesh. These fans knew. I didn't want to believe it, but these fans knew. The second that theme hit, it was Sean Nova, and I can't even believe it. I think Connor Saban has hit the gold mine when it comes to picking a partner. And Sean Nova is definitely the X factor in this tag team. Now these three other teams in the semifinals are definitely watching this one with open eyes and reading up. This match has begun. Rick versus Connor. Talking some trash here before the collar and elbow tie-up. Rick has him in a wrist lock, bringing him down to a single knee. Now really going in with that wrist lock. Connor Saban.
Yeah, there we go.
Taking him back with an armbar. I don't want to interrupt Sean as he's talking over me. Not on purpose, of course. Off the ropes he goes. Jumps over. Goes under. And Saban with a Japanese arm drag. And a double arm suplex. Here we go. Going for the pin early on here. Oh, not even a count. Looks like we're going to get some insight here from Sean Nova. It's like a second. He's like a color commentator. I'll take it. Oh. So, I think Sean made me lose my train of thought here. But Connor Saban is definitely picked a winner here in Sean Nova. But on top of that, oh, here we go. Some right hands off the Hurricane Rana hole into the European uppercut, sending him down to the bottom rung. Oh, going for the cannonball, but Rick moving out of harm's way. And an STO. 1, 2. It's a unique pinning position there by Rick, but you have to think these three other teams, the Indigo Children, Team Ion, and Baldy and Ash, who will be facing whoever wins this match in the semifinals, are definitely watching this match with a notepad and some pen.
Wake up! Pay attention!
And then the corner he goes, going to go for something here. Look at these clubbing blows and a clothesline. And he's knocked Saban to the ground. This could be it. One. As you hear Sean willing his partner to kick out. A soccer kick right to the spine, and now going for a cross arm breaker. But Saban getting out of harm's way, and now some right hands.
There you go.
Oh! My goodness, what a shot. Rick was out on his feet in a German suplex.
Oh, you know you like that. You know you like that, people.
Sounds almost like a second color commentator.
Focus on your opponent. Watch your back.
Oh, a big boot.
How did that hurt?
Less like banter and more like advice. 1, 2. Only 2. takes the face there, and you can see Rick's in a lot of trouble. Oh, that double arm butterfly suplex once again by Connor Sabin, the king of the flippy stuff, and here it goes. An Anaconda Vice, the knees there by Rick, getting the kick out of that. And now Sabin throwing him against the ropes. Oh, going for a drop kick, but Rick moving out of harm's way. And now into the corner. Oh, no, not in the corner. Against the ropes again. Ducks under. And Eli. Clothesline. No! And Sean is loving it just as much as these fans are. And now the referee telling, oh my goodness, what a lariat. Telling Eli, or telling Connor, excuse me. Now Eli's coming over to, look at this clothesline again off the apron. And now Connor now just taking care of business. This could be it here. 2. Oh, kicks out at 2.5. Still a lot of fight left in Rick. Team of Baldy and Ass. Definitely. Oh, look at the Europeans. European uppercuts everywhere. Just throwing them. Now kicked into the waist. Punched into the face now at him. Now Rick is throwing European uppercuts. Into the buckle. Rick powders out. Into a bear hug. No, belly-to-belly suplex by Rick.
You got that one. You got that one. Okay.
And now Rick is...
That dance is stupid. It's stupid.
Hey, I agree. Who cranks that in 2017?
I think some fat-ass Roman Reigns. Thick-ass Rosie.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong, but 1, 2. I'm trying to do my job here. I gotta do two jobs at once.
What?
Now he's get his chest pounded by Eli, Mr. 315, and Eli going over the top. And Connor about to live up to his name here. Oh, the Spaceman Plancha. And now Rick boxing stepping his way. And is he going to jump over too? Oh! Flying over with the greatest of ease, and once again doing that stupid dance. I agree. And what's Sean thinking here? Oh, a drop kick off the corner.
Stupid. I told you.
I agree. See, I can relate with Sean. That dance is stupid.
Hell with you, man.
Who cranks that in 2017?
What's up? You like that, people? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
And you see here that Spaceman Plancha on Eli. And this, I don't know what to call that. And then a drop kick into the chest. And Eli could be out of it. Here comes the pin. Oh, only 2. Sean definitely wants to get into the semifinals by the sound of things. But Eli is definitely a tough customer. What did he call him? A knockoff Rosie? Oh, the senton.
Are you trying to kill him, you fat ass? Kick out, Larry. Kick out. Come on.
1. Sean was able to make the save.
Do something, fat boy. Focus on your opponent. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep looking at me. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do something. So. Let's see.
Sean doing a great job of antagonizing Eli, but a clothesline sending Connor inside out. 1, 2, oh. Sean making the save there.
You ain't pinning around me. Do something. Come on. Bring it. Come on.
This is perfect antagonism here. He loses focus. What he's telling the referee. He's trying to ask the referee why Sean is talking to him like this, or why he's dealing with going for the tag here.
You want to do something? Do something now, boy. Come on.
Wait, oh, here comes a Luthez press. Some right hands and...
You want some more?
Sean just providing running commentary of this ass whooping that he is giving Eli. It's almost like I don't need to sit here.
Do this all night.
Now setting him up for some knees to the side of the head. Just violent, vicious knees. Sean waiting for him to get up here. Oh! That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. No, he kicks out at 2. I can't believe he kicked out. And now Eli over the top. Whoa. Eli, what's he going to do here? Uh-oh, he's got him in a slingshot. Oh, he's going for the Novocaine stunner.
Oh, shit.
Wait, what?
My bad.
Did that cause the DQ? Was that a DQ?
Well, what can we do, people? I mean... Come on, Rosie.
What happened there? Referee got in the way of Sean, and now there's a Novocaine stunner. Yep, there's the DQ.
That was for you, bitch. Take that shit. Yes. You love it, people. Come on.
And I think even Connor just realized, wait a second. This match just...
Hey, sorry, Connor, man. I mean, it's just... Fuck it.
Wait! Novocaine stunner on Connor!
Fuck you two, man. You should have ended this a long time ago.
Sean Nova just going through everybody with Novocaine stunners.
For me. M-E.
And Rick now confronting Sean.
You want some of this?
No, another Novocaine stunner. Now the referee's coming out. The referee here to yell at Sean. Wait, no! No, he's an official. Oh, another Novocaine stunner. Come on. People are going to get sued for this. And wait, what the hell is going on here? Another Novocaine stunner. I've lost count. Was it like 4 or 5, including the referee that he hit earlier? What the hell just happened? Never mind. I gotta maintain focus here, as the main event is finally here. Harriet Gase versus Barry Stevens. And here comes Harriet Gase. What the hell happened? I guess with that, Baldy and S are going to take on Rick and Eli in the semifinals, but Sean Nova back with a vengeance. And here we go to current events. Harriet Gase and Barry Stevens about to settle a score. If you remember in the last episode of Future, Harriet Gase showed up during the All-Stars title, the A-listers, excuse me, the A-listers. I'm sorry, I'm completely flustered from that last matchup, but Harriet Gase interrupting the A-listers of Megan Starr and Barry Stevens during the title celebration. Megan Starr already announcing earlier that she will not be able to compete at Retribution. She strained her ACL, a shame. And the woman that did it, Charlotte Melrose, has been fired from Future. But Barry Stevens is going to have to go this alone. And speaking of Barry, here he comes. Barry Stevens won the title a couple episodes ago. Won the title from the guy that beat him for it. I'm not even going to say his name because I'm trying to be a businessman, a professional man, and try to be as unbiased as I can possibly be. But he lost the title in a fluke. Proved it as he won it right back to an episode later. And that champion is now fired. He's left Future. And now there's no one other than Harriet Gase coming to the throne of Barry Stevens. I mean, this match really shouldn't be happening. I mean, Harriet Gase did get that win over Samicide, but I don't think he's totally proved himself worthy of a title shot. But hey, that's just me being real with it, being honest with it. And there you see the Future World Championship at stake, on the line. All the other things you can say about it. There's your challenger, Harriet Gase. There's the champ, Barry Stevens. The man of the hour, the A-lister. And you have to think Megan is watching this on crutches, hoping and praying. Well, I don't think she needs to hope and pray. I know she thinks that he's definitely got this one in the bag. But you can't count out Harriet Gase. And Barry Stevens hands the title to the ref. He's showing it to Harriet Gase. That could be the last time he holds on to that belt. Standard procedures of her title match. Every other match in wrestling history of a title match. Wins are drawn by pins and submissions. On a kick right there. No, he's going for something there. Oh, going for a clothesline, and Barry to the outside to immediately recollect his thoughts. Pinfalls and submissions are the only way to get the W in this match. But you can also, going for a suicide dive, but Barry with a slap. And Harry right back to a somewhat of a standing base. Now he's up to his feet. And Harry going for a triangle drop kick, sending the champ down. He's rolling here. Oh, the suicide dive over the top rope, and watch this again, the triangle drop kick. Barry Stevens unaware as a flying Britishman takes him out. with the suicide dive. There are countouts as well as DQs. If you are defeated by DQ or submission, doesn't matter who it is, the champion still retains. So there is a championship advantage for Barry Stevens. He didn't have that a couple of episodes ago against that one guy, but it didn't matter. He won fair and square as according to the rules. And Harriet Gase now going for something. Oh, going for a flying knee. Barry Stevens clothesline. Taking Harry to a supine position. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. No. You can't knock Harriet Gase either. Harriet Gase proved herself worthy to some people, not all people, by beating Sammy's side. Oh, that slap across the face. And that's Barry Stevens' mission objective. He's not there to wrestle a match. He's there to embarrass somebody. And unfortunately for Barry, his track record has proven that sometimes he needs to focus more on the match, because he has a moment like that time he lost that belt to that one guy. They'll say his name. I don't want to, because they're the champs and they get to do whatever they want. I have a salary, and I don't want to get fined for saying their names. Now, Stevens throwing him into the corner. Now some forearms into the back. And now just tenderizing the torso of Harriet Gase. And now Barry against the ropes. Oh, clothesline to the back. And the referee saying, come on, as he checks on Harriet Gase. And he'll take time to tell the fans what he thinks of them. Not very highly. 2, 3. Oh, hey, that's a 3. I heard the 3, but it looks like Harry's shoulder kicked out at the last possible second. And a suplex there. And its match has been 75% Barry since the opening bell, proving why he is the World Heavyweight Champion of future. Here we go. 1. And if Barry has his way, this could be the end. Going for a suplex. Oh. Hangs him up in the air, but Harry getting out of that one. Very astute offense there by Harry. And now going for the pin here is Barry. Oh. And you think with all these pinfalls that Barry might think, oh, there's no way he kicked out of all these attacks. The referee must be counting slow. And tonight I think the referees have been relatively on point for the most part. I've been in a lot of places where the referees seem like it was first day on the job for them, but tonight referees seemed a little bit on point tonight. And now what is Barry circling him for? Oh. Harry with a spinning roundhouse kick to the waist. And wait, oh, sleeper hold. Here comes a sleeper. And Barry has him right where he wants him. Harry is nowhere near the ropes. Harry could be out of this. He could be done here. And, oh, the jawbreaker. Jawbreaker there by Harry, and now going for that roundhouse kick to the stomach. And Barry going for a big boot, but Harry catching. He sends him into the corner. Enziguri. And, oh, the big boot of his own. Sends him out to the middle. Oh, going for a clothesline. Oh, the Uranage by the World Heavyweight Champion. Oh. And Barry's just like Come on, ref. Watch this again. Watch this Uranage. Oh, by the heavyweight champion of the world, and now Barry hammocking on the turnbuckle there. He thinks, man, this match is been over for at least 2 minutes now. I'm just toying with this guy. And Barry sending him into the top rope, and now just a slap. Just a violent slap. And now Harry. Oh, I was going for something here, but Harry kicks out of the fireman's carry slam. Oh. Pele kick by the challenger. Going for the pin. 2, 3, no. And Harry's thinking to himself, what do I have to do? What do I have to do to get the W here and win the belt? And I think this is it. He's going right for it. He's stutter stepping. He kicks out of the way. Oh, he got him! He got him! This could be it! 1, 2, 3. Oh no! And Harry cannot believe it. Watch this. He kicks out of the way, but he gets kicked for his troubles. And Barry's reeling. Harry has him on Dream Street. He had to have kicked out only by instinct at this point. And Harry going for a German, but Barry kicking out. And watch this interesting suplex. And now going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. No. Harry's kick out very limp. You can see him just barely struggling to kick out of that one. And that has been the toll that he has taken in this endeavor. This challenge for the title. And now Barry throwing hands, throwing punches in the corner. The referee, he's saying, hey, you need to get him out of the corner there. But he's not letting go. That's the 5 count. The referee having no choice but to call for the bell. And once again, Barry Stevens retains the championship, but by a different way. And that's going to do it for tonight's episode of Future. This has been Burt Baxter. Thank you for watching.